Hi, I'm Stuart. I'm the Operations Director at Retro Games. The response to the recent prototype video has been incredible, and I'm here to answer some of your questions. So let's crack on. Which version of the Workbench will be included? 3.1. Whilst Workbench 3 would be the most authentic choice, we believe that Workbench 3.1 offers the best user experience. However, we have designed the THEA1200 to run Workbench from a USB stick, so you can actually install any version of the Workbench you own. Will the THEA1200 boot directly into Workbench? Yes, you can boot directly to the Games Carousel or into Workbench, or choose between the two at any time. Will the THEA1200 support WHD load and hard drive style installs? Yes, just stick your files onto a USB stick and you can access them from the Games Carousel or go into Workbench and make that drive available and install them there. Will all games run properly? Big question. We've worked really hard to make the THEA1200 as compatible as possible. However, there will always be a small number of titles that may not work properly. So please reach out to us and we will investigate as much as we can. How authentic is the THEA1200 compared to a real Amiga? At Retro Games, we really pride ourselves on the high quality of our product, from the original C64 Mini through to the A500 Mini and most recently the Spectrum. The THEA1200 is no exception. From the texture of the case to the feel of the keyboard, it looks and feels like an Amiga 1200. It runs Workbench exceptionally well, and at 720p and the choice of different CPU speeds allows a much more smoother and responsive experience that you just cannot get on an original Amiga 1200. Will users be able to configure different Amiga models? Yes. It may look like an Amiga 1200, but it can be a 500 or even a CD32. You can configure on a title-by-title basis, or go into Workbench and set the configuration there. With OCS, ECS, AGA and RTG modes supported as well. What media options are supported? You can launch WHD load, floppy, hard drive or CD-ROM images either from the carousel or directly within Workbench. Will the THEA1200 support original peripherals and accessories? The THEA1200 will support many USB gamepads, joysticks and mice, and will support some original peripherals via USB adapters made by third-party manufacturers. Can the THEA1200 be used for productivity and not just gaming? Absolutely yes, it's much more than a games machine. In fact, we use the THEA1200 with a full development environment installed, allowing us to provide tools that will ship with the machine. What makes the THEA1200 different from other emulators? The THEA1200 has the convenience of modern hardware, but the experience of using a real Amiga. From the fully working keyboard, HDMI and USB connectivity, it works straight out of the box. Those are the most pressing questions that were asked, and I'm sure there'll be plenty more that we will try to answer as we go along towards launch. I'd also like to confirm that we have now gone gold with our firmware and we've started production in China. So thank you very much for your continued support, and we can't wait to get the THEA1200 into your hands very, very soon.